Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're doing kind of a surprise pick a card. I know that normally we would be doing Divine Feminine Celtic Cross, but we are transitioning over to our new schedule, which I will actually be posting tomorrow. So for those of you that have been asking, so tonight we're just kind of doing something a little fun here. I'm going to look at all three types of relationships: twin flame, soulmate, and karmic. A pick a card, I guess, if you can, want to pick a certain type of relationship. You can pick more than one, of course, if you have a twin flame and a soulmate, or if you have a twin flame and a karmic, a soulmate and a karmic, right? I always say there's no such thing as a soulmate karmic. Or a twin flame karmic. There's just one or the other, right? We don't have a cat dog, we just have a cat or a dog. So that's what we're doing tonight, guys. Don't forget, we are multi-streaming 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. So I see everyone coming in. Hello, Sandra. Michelle is helping us over on Facebook. Picture is okay. Audio is okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sandra says number 1 for this gal. Sherry is with us. I'm going to try to take it a little slow before I jump in. That way, everybody can kind of have time to come in. I most likely will put timestamps on these after we're done, because I imagine each one of them is probably going to be kind of lengthy. Guys, what do you think about my new sign? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Halloween decor is already out. I struggled to buy the fall stuff and not just go full blown Halloween. Thank you. I was ready. I was ready for like something seasonal, something new. All right, so let me tell you what cards we're going to use tonight. That'll give us a little time. I'm going to use the Inner Eye Oracle. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Instead of looking at like masculine, feminine energies like we always do, I've been practicing our weekly spread because we're fixing to dive into our weekly zodiac readings. I'm so excited about. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our weekly spread for each type of relationship: twin flame, soulmate, karmic. And the way it works is we're going to look at the overall energy, and I'm going to use the Inner Eye Oracle to do that. And then I pulled the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. This is what we're going to use for the main spread. So we'll look at challenge or obstacle. We'll look at lesson learned and the potential outcome with this tarot spread here, tarot deck. And then I pulled out the Modern Goddess Tarot. So 3 of my newest decks, right? To clarify with. And then, of course, we're going to use the Keepers of the Light for guidance. And then our all-time favorite, the Moonology, to wrap it up and close them out. I've missed the Moonology Oracle. Have you guys missed the Moonology? To go from using it every single week, 5 times a week, to we didn't use them all summer. It was like, what? All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. So for those of you just coming in and you're wondering, like, where is our, normal reading, I thought we would do something a little different this week. Next week, we're going back full time to our weekly zodiac readings. And guys, I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up because I'm going back to being a week ahead. So we're going to jump a week so that all our zodiac readings are a week ahead. I like to do that for a couple of reasons. I like to do that so you can always go back and check my accuracy. You can go back and see, like, hey, did that really happen? And I like to do it too so that we can kind of get a like a head start or a jump start on what's coming. So I know that we just experienced that Virgo new moon, but on Sunday night, we're going to do love and astrology, and then all the signs are going to be for the week of the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse. So we get to talk about that Sunday night, and then all week's readings are going to be focused on that energy. So I'm really excited about our first ones out, right? All right, let's get started with the twin flames. Dream sequence. Sherry says, I love the moon, anything. That's all that Cancer energy, Sherry. Oh, you know what, guys? I forgot to mention. I need to mention it before I keep going. I have mercy. I'm sorry, you guys. I need to remind you guys about our webinar. So the webinar is on September 9th. It's just a few days away. I started to get a little nervous because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. So I dove in. I got all the slides finished. I'm completely super ready. So that's going to be Monday night, guys. Monday night, 9 at 9 p.m. Someone asked me today, do I have to be there? Do I have to be live to watch the webinar? No, guys. So I'm using my StreamYard service, and they have this new feature called On-Air Webinar. And I can have up to 250 people in there, and you get a link from me. I send you the link, and then you can join us live, or it's on demand. So if you can't join us live, you can still click the link and watch it whenever you want. So yes, guys, don't forget, shoot me an email, message me if you would like your registration link. All right, let's get started. Group 1. Right now I'm looking at the energy. The gift card has been coming out a lot for me. It's going to be 8 of clubs, which is like 8 of wands. And gifts, I mean, it's very possible that there is a gift given. Honestly, if we look at this journey in a more positive way, which is sometimes a struggle and sometimes challenging to do, we would see that the whole thing is a gift, right? But I think this is more about our personal gifts. And it's more about our personal gifts, like opening up and us being able to access those gifts. It's more about us understanding what those gifts are. And then it's more about us actually using them. So for those of you that group 1, this is going to be the overall energy on your gifts. On the bottom, we have the 5 of spades and we have news. So 5 of spades would be like 5 of swords. So the news that could be coming could be something that's challenging or hard to understand, especially when it comes to our gifts, right? All right, so now I'm going to look at the challenge or obstacle that we're facing with the gift situation. So we have 3 of cups. 3 of cups does say celebration, party, support of friends. I think support of friends is going to be significant. Pleasure, social contact, emotional happiness, and joy. Unfortunately, 3 of cups for this particular type of relationship, the twin flame journey, is a lot of times a representation of third party. Now, I'm not sure if that is what we're going to clarify. I'm not sure if that's what this energy is, but I kind of feel that there's definitely like extra people. Third party karmic energies doesn't always have to be another person. Sometimes it could be like something that's unhealthy, something that we're tied to that's like taking away our energy or our power. Lesson learned, we have the Ten of Cups coming out. So Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. It's security, happiness, domestic bliss, and emotional stability. Now let's look at the potential outcome for those of us that picked group one. We have the Fool card coming out. So this is about taking a leap of faith. The Fool card is actually like the whole reason that they, there's the rest of the tarot cards really. The Fool card is like the first card in tarot, and then all the rest of the cards are about this person on this card. So I've done a couple of readings today, guys. If you were waiting for personal readings, please check your inboxes. All caught up on those. So the Fool card talks about like being able to take a leap of faith. In this particular card, I don't know if you guys can see it clearly on the picture, but on the camera, there's like this door. It kind of looks like a book, like there's writing on this page, and then the door over here, like it looks like a portal, like she could go through this portal. The interesting part is she's kind of just standing there looking at the doorway. She's not really going through the portal. She's not moving towards the portal. She's definitely just like in a standing position, just looking at it. I think that what's happened is we were offered something before. Like we were offered an opportunity to go through this doorway before. We were offered an opportunity to take this energy or go through this portal. And for whatever reason, we turned it down previously. And I think we turned it down previously due to lack of knowledge. And I think what's happening now is it's like we're almost getting a second chance to do something. This very much feels like it's about our gifts, our spiritual gifts. It definitely feels like it's about our spiritual journey and the path that we take, and the obstacles that we remove. On the bottom, I see King of Coins. King of Coins is definitely giving me strong accountability. There's this message card that we have in the OG deck, and it says, I take full accept all consequences to my actions. All right, let's look at that gift card for the main energy. So the Seven of Wands comes out. The Seven of Wands is about protecting something, guarding something. The High Priestess is here. The High Priestess is connection to spirit. It's more than that. It's direct line to spirit. And we have Knight of Pentacles coming out. I'm getting a little bit of a warning here. I know Knight of Pentacles is get to work. Get to work. So right now we're in that Virgo new moon energy. We haven't quite moved into, we're in eclipse season. The eclipse energy is, eclipses mean that the full moon is going to be like, I don't know, like 1,000 times more, right? But the energy is that much more intense or that much more impactful. And what I mean by that, like life changing, like something happened you're going down this path that, you know, you're on your soul's path, and then it's like something happens, and then bam, now we're going this way, right? Um, the Virgo new moon is about our daily routines. It's about weeding out what we don't need, stop giving energy to what is not needed. But there's a strong aspect happening with Saturn that, and Saturn, the rule maker, right? The follow the rules, um, but the police of the planets. So it's like, it's definitely this energy like, stop giving your energy away or wasting energy. Stop not protecting the gifts that have been given to you. Um, Protect the direct line that you have to spirit. But there's definitely this energy like, get to work. Get to work. Use those gifts. It's reminding me, there's this TikTok video, or this TikTok guy. I love the TikTok guys. I just love it. But every once in a while, my algorithm gets a little funky and I have to like reset. But I mean, I love TikTok. But there's this guy on TikTok, and he does these videos about like what life is like after spiritual awakening, and he's like, they're funny. It's a comedy, right? But he tells this, you know, story one time where he's pretty serious in the video, and he's like, you know, I don't know like what's going on with everybody's spiritual awakening. He's like, but my God is like much meaner than everyone else's. He's like, if I don't do stuff, I get like instant spankings, instant karma. I mean, like it's handed out right away. If I do something and I know I'm not supposed to do it, like it's instant, right? So he was like, you know, like, my God doesn't like lazy. Like I can't just be like, I'm sleeping in today. um, you know what I mean? And I totally get that. I feel like that's how it has been for me. I'm the Aries, right? I have all that Aries energy, so I like rebel anyway. But I'm just saying, like, I get it. But it is this energy, like, protect what's important, which is your connection to spirit. My ears are ringing, both ears. Um, but get to work. Use these gifts that you've been given. We gotta stop seeing this journey. Like, I've been getting in trouble about, like, being so negative about it. Like, we've got to stop seeing this journey as something that's negative or low vibrational, because it's the complete opposite of that. Is there a lot of pain involved? Yes. Is there a lot of low vibrational energy involved? Well, like, yes. But what comes of that? Like, that's the whole point, is that we take this pain and we turn it into power, right? We turn it into light. We turn it into beautiful things. So it's like, that's the whole point. But I do feel like sometimes we kind of focus on the heavier energy. We kind of focus, like, somebody is seeing these gifts as something that could be like a burden. Like maybe it's not helping them in the way they want to be helped. I joke about that all the time, and I'm like, you know, I get that I can sit down and I can talk to you guys, and all of a sudden, like, it's super easy to read these messages and it all comes out. Sometimes I get that, like, if I'm in a predicament, I can ask spirit, like, can I go there? Can I do that? Is this gonna be okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can get guidance. I can get direct answers. But can I like sit down and go, hey, what's the lottery numbers for this week? uh, no. I do get told when it would be like a good time to go do something, right? Um, I got a tough lesson one time, where I got told that, like, hey, you're out and there's something going on. It's like a good time. Something's aligned. And so I went and got one of those silly, and I don't really play the lottery, y'all. So, like, I don't know what's what, but I seen a thing that said pick three, and three's my lucky number. So I was like, I need one of those pick threes, you know, I told the lady. And it was funny because I was trying to pay with my debit card, and she's like, you got to pay with cash. I was like, oh. So I pay the lady for the ticket. She gives me the ticket. And like, I'm like, okay, when's the drawing? When are they gonna do it? You know what I mean? She's like, no, it's already on there. Like, you just look and see if you won. And I was like, what? Y'all, I was literally one number away from the jackpot, and I don't remember what the jackpot was, but it was like something crazy. But like I had a shitty attitude. You know what I mean? I had a shitty attitude about something. Like the way she talked to me, it rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. Something happened, and it was like I just got this crappy attitude. And it was like the moment that I let that crappy attitude in, it was like the energy dropped, right? So it was like a lesson in um, follow your intuition, but keep your energies like high vibrational. You're not going to be able to go in high vibrational and manifest a win if you go down low vibrational because you start yelling at the clerk. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever happened. I don't think I yelled at her, but something happened. But yeah, it's like sometimes I feel like we don't see our gifts as the blessing that they are. And I think one of the easiest ways to do this is think back on what your life was like when life was happening to you before you actually were manifesting your life. See what I'm saying? Like before you knew what was going on, before you aligned right to the universe and all the things. Um, Remember what life was like then. You know what I mean? So it's like that could be a good way to help you start seeing these gifts in a more positive light. All right, let's look at that Three of Cups. It's made me nervous. So it's like I haven't even wanted to pull a card. We get Ace of Swords, so it's a yes. So guys, when you're reading tarot and you have a question about something, MJ says this all the time. If you pull an ace, right after, or like the first card to clarify, then it's a yes. It's like spirit saying, yes, it's what you think it is, right? There is a victory here. It could have something to do with communication. The star is here. Wow. So the star is Aquarius energy, and it's about like having bright hope for the future. It's also a clean slate, So that's pretty interesting. And Nine of Swords is here. Wow. Okay, so there is something about a third party. There is something about like wanting clarity, wanting this victory in communication. Something is causing a lot of stress and anxiety. It could be just the communication itself. It could be that a clean slate wouldn't be given. It could be that there's no hope for the future, right? None of those things is true, right? But it's like that could be what the person is feeling, right? Like there could be this energy like fearful of this communication, or like it won't go my way, is the Nine of Swords is telling me. All right, let's look at the Ten of Cups. So this is lesson learned. So lesson learned is security, happiness, domestic bliss. I feel like it's domestic bliss, emotional stability, maturity, and success. I think maturity and success also, because I'm getting that with the Ace of Swords. So this is lesson learned. So it's very possible that like this is a lesson that everybody is learning right now, right? Like maybe we're a little bit more emotionally mature. But it's also possible that it's like we're starting to implement something, right? Maybe we've started to put priority on our peace, right? And so it's like now we protect our peace at all costs type of thing, right? When we started out with that protection card, the Seven of Wands. So we have the Ace of Wands. Remember, we're asking a question, so we got a direct answer. We got a yes. But Ace of Wands is fate and destiny. So it's like whatever happened had great purpose. Whatever happened or is happening, it's like it's destined. It's supposed to happen. We also have the Death card. It's strong Scorpio energy always. And the Death card talks about like death and rebirth. It's a transformation of what once was to what will be, right? I don't know where that came from. That was very but anyway, the Death card says that something is coming to an end. Like the old way of doing something is coming to an end, and now there's going to be a new way of doing something. But Ace of Wands is telling me that whatever this is, like whatever has happened here, it was supposed to happen. It was meant to be that way. And the world is so it was meant to be that way so that you could close out an old chapter and you could start something new. It could also be saying that it was meant to be that way because it was like it's giving you a new opportunity to do something, maybe start a different routes, take a different path, something like that. All right, so the Fool card is the potential outcome, and it does say freedom and new adventure. Leap of faith is on here. Naive is on here. I think the naive is a little bit of the past energy. I do feel like this, like Spirit's given you this opportunity before. I think what happened was maybe we were so focused on who's right, who's wrong. Maybe we were focused on, what we're supposed to be doing or what we thought we were supposed to be doing, or where we were supposed to be going or who we're supposed to be going with, right? Instead of doing the actual journey, instead of actually using our gifts, cleansing and helping other people, right? So I feel like that's what's being offered to you again. And it's definitely this energy like now we take a different route, right? The sun comes out, big confirmation. We also have the Two of Wands coming out, more confirmation, and Six of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. A big victory, a great victory, right? So big confirmation that yes, we had this opportunity before. We kind of just stood there and looked at the doorway. And what's on the other side of that doorway? We talk about it all the time, right? The doorway to personal healing and happiness, right? So it's like we looked at it before, but we didn't actually go out the door. Now it's like not only do we go out the door, but like we go out like I don't know, it's like a blaze. Like the sun is like everything is big fire, right? Like big light. Two of Wands says like this is what you chose. This is the decision that you've made. And Six of Wands is a victory. A win. On the bottom, we have Seven of Swords. I just want to say, for those of you that's on this specific type of spiritual awakening, I feel like we stopped. I feel like when Spirit cleansed our inner circle, like we probably had people in our inner circle that we thought were like cheering us on or helping, and we kept sharing our journey with them, and then we were just having all these different challenges, right? And then it's like when Spirit cleansed that circle, we started to keep things to ourselves, right? Like we stopped sharing as much information, and all of a sudden it's like things started to fall into place, and that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up here. So the star Aquarius energy, death card Scorpio energy, world card, I feel like it has a mixture. But I picked up Cancer energy, I picked up Capricorn energy. Sign could be Aries. All right, so here's the guidance for those of you that picked group 1. I've been getting this card a lot. El Moria Awakening Presence. It says, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So remember the first card out I said is Seven of Wands. It's about protecting something. You're protecting your energy. You're protecting your spiritual awakening. You're protecting your gifts. We have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. I've been getting this energy like for those of you that are on this specific type of awakening journey, that it's very possible you're going to be asked to help someone. So when you're on this type of awakening, you're going to do something of service, right? And I just want to say really quickly, I have been studying the 5th house and 6th house on our charts. Those two houses really tell me a lot about what type of service we're going to be doing. And it's really been helping me when I can study your North Node, be able to tell like what type of purpose or what type of service you may be doing after this awakening, right? So that's something that I've been learning. I just wanted to share with you guys. But I do, that's what happens is you go to be of service, and it's definitely to help other people come out of those hellfires, right? So the energy that I've been picking up though is that it's going to be something very specific. Um, I've actually picked this energy up before, and I kind of remember it just came to me. I was about to say I don't remember what it was, but now I do. Where we were asked to help someone individually with a specific thing, and it was very possible that many of us didn't want to be involved or didn't want to help with whatever the thing is. But the lesson is always going to be care and compassion and offer a helping hand. Lady Nada is here. It's heart awakening. It says awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. That in balance is going to be pretty specific there. Hope is on the bottom, love and acceptance. It says love is yours, recognize your divine worth, and choose loving thoughts. We talked about that too. All right. Moonology to close it out. Guys, remember, Moonology Oracle is for your thoughts and feelings. We have take time to breathe out, be bold and make the first move, and hold your vision. So dismenting moon, cardinal moon, and the fixed moon. On the bottom, your hard work is paying off. It's new moon in Capricorn. All right, guys, that's going to be group one. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to go find something for you guys to watch while I clean up. Here we go. Our webinar, Monday night, guys. If you're looking for the registration link, you do have to email me. You do have to get with me first. We do have a few that have registered already. It's my first time using my StreamYard on-air webinar service, so I'm super excited. I hope it goes smoothly. I've been practicing. It's very easy. It's very much just like the live streams, but we're just using their platform, which is amazing. All right, so that was group one, twin flames. Now we're going to look at soulmates. I'm saving that heavier energy for the end. Yes, guys. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. Sandra says, great group one reading. All right, so group two, soulmates. And we're going to do the same thing. What's the main energy? What's the challenge or obstacle? All right, guys. So twin flames, I don't know, but I don't think that everyone has one. I feel like we have different types of awakenings, and some people just have different types of awakening. Soulmates, you can have lots of soulmates, and soulmates don't have to be love relationships. I've also heard that twin flames don't have to be love relationships. I don't really know how that works because that's not how it worked in my journey, so I don't know. But soulmates, you can have lots of soulmates. You can have friends that are soulmates, family that are soulmates. The difference between a twin flame and a soulmate Is a twin flame is someone who awakens you or like jars you awake. A soulmate is someone who works with you. It's someone who, um, like they want the same things that you want. They like your goals are just as important to them as their goals. And a twin flame relationship, sometimes depending on like who's in dark night of the soul, sometimes the twin can want your goals more than their own goals. Like they may choose to stay stuck, and they may want you to succeed and cheer you on, or like support and encourage you. Soulmates, it's equal effort. It's definitely the, water each other, grow together type of energy. And it's one or the other. It's one or the other. You don't have a twin flame soulmate. I used to make that joke all the time. You don't have a cat dog. Like I have a dog, and his name is Spencer. But you can't have both, but not in the same person, not the same situation. And I know that's gonna really step on some toes because some people are like, what? But I think that's really why sometimes life is more hard, like more challenging than it needs to be, is because we have the wrong people in the wrong slots. All right, main energy for those of you that pick group number 2, soulmates. Ooh, I have misfortune coming out. Misfortune shows the volcano exploding. Bottom of the deck, we have the friend. Ooh, this could be a soulmate relationship that was a friendship instead of a like love relationship. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about ignoring something, not paying attention to something, cutting something out or off. This could have something to do with the access, with who has access to you. Um, Four of Cups says antisocial, unmotivated. Four of Cups is also the card that speaks about manifestation. So for some of you, this could be about something that you're trying to manifest. It's kind of giving me like the unanswered prayers, like when you're grateful, like spirit didn't answer a prayer, like you were asking for something, and then like later something better happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that that thing I asked for didn't happen. It's giving me that type of energy as well. Ten of Spades is Ten of Swords. It talks about a completion to something that has been very painful. To me, this card is kind of like this energy of a like a pimple coming to a head, like something is ready to burst. I forgot to take that off. I'm sorry. My bad. Um, I haven't said that, but yeah, it's this energy of like something has popped, something burst. Four of Cups is like you could be ignoring that. You could have been trying to manifest something, put something together until like a boiling point. Lesson learned. We have that Fool card coming back out. The Fool again taking a leap of faith. For some of you, this could be about like sometimes the Fool card gives me this energy like you feel like an actual fool, right? Like you fell for something type of energy. And this could be something that you're learning right now, or this could be a lesson learned. Again, it could be like you had an opportunity to do something, so maybe you feel foolish because you didn't take that opportunity. I mean, that definitely could be the case as well. Innocence, freedom, new adventure, leap of faith. Alright, let's look at the potential outcome for those of you that pick group 2. We have the death card coming out. Strong Scorpio energy again. Completely different tarot set. So we have Aries and Scorpio here. On the bottom, we have the High Priestess. High Priestess, a strong spiritual connection. You know, there's this theory that people talk about that says that we have a soul family, and each time we're reincarnated, so if you believe in reincarnation, but each time that we're reincarnated, that we are like we move and go to certain locations where we draw in that soul family or spirit family, right? Soulmates. And the theory is that we take turns, like we swap around. Like one time they may be your friend, another time they may be a mother, another time maybe a sister, another time maybe a brother, right? Like you take turns, like playing different roles, so that um, the soul tribe or soul family learns these lessons, right? Like that's a theory. Um, I was watching this video. This one lady was talking about how she kind of believes in that because she thinks that's where we get that recognition. Like, you know, oh, I've known this person for a really long time. Or, you know, how you have like a soulmate, like it's like a best friend, and it's like you like all the same things, or you always have a really good time together, or you can talk to each other about anything, right? Um, that type of energy. She was talking about how sometimes, and like where her belief system strayed was that she believed that soul family, soul tribe, like you do draw them, but she felt that you draw them at certain times, like at certain times in your life. She felt that they were always only there for a portion, and they were never really there for like the extended time or like the entire time. And her idea, why she based, you know, this her theory on, was that a soulmate, remember I said their goals are just as important, your goals are just as important to them as their own goals. So in other words, it's this energy of I won't hold you back, or I won't get in the way, or I won't slow you down, right? That soulmate energy. That's a little bit of what I'm picking up here. Endings, beginnings, transition is on here, transformation, regeneration, renewal, and rebirth. All right, let's look at misfortune, modern goddess tarot. We have the Page of Swords coming out. Page of Swords is the watcher. It's someone who watches quietly. It's someone who could be taking a new direction, trying to learn more about a certain subject or situation. We have Nine of Cups coming out. Nine of Cups talks about something that you want, divine wishes being granted. There's something about the rose in her hair that's sticking out to me. There's something about the angry face that's sticking out to me. The Death card again. So we have twice. Two different tarot sets. Again, death and rebirth. Um, if you pick group two, I think somebody could have thought that they wanted something. Somebody could have been misguided. Remember, we started with the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, pages, students, um, young. No, I almost said know it all. um, have mercy. But it's like not at their fullest potential. Not at their fullest potential. All right, Four of Cups, ignoring something, not paying attention to something. Sad about what was, what used to be. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is my shit show card. It's the card that says, I've been doing all this work for all these years, 7 years. But it's like all these years. I've been doing all this work, and what is going to come of it? I'm waiting for something to bloom. Nothing's blooming. Like, when is something going to? And she's pregnant, so she's holding her belly. So it's like, I'm birthing something. When is it going to be here? It's definitely an energy of patience, needing to be patient. We have Four of Wands, 11, twin flame, celebration. It could have something to do with a firm foundation, Pentacles. Four of Wands is firm foundation, financial security. And Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-restriction. Telling yourself you can't do something or you can't have something. Something that you want, that you've been waiting for, is right there in front of you. But you're telling yourself that you can't do something. Maybe it's you can't say something because of the swords, communication. Eight of Swords always shows those swords like encircling, but there's always like a gap. There's always like a space where she could walk out. It always shows her like bound and she has her hands bound, or she has, a blindfold on. But it's like none of the things are ever, she can bust right out of it, right? This is like a scarf. It's like, oh, I this scarf is holding me back. All right, let's look at the Fool card. So the Fool is lesson learned. Some of you could feel like you learned some hard lessons. You could feel like you were foolish about something. You could feel like you had an opportunity to do something before, but you didn't take that opportunity. We have the Magician coming out, Virgo energy, Mercury. But the Magician is as above, so below. It could be about taking a warning. You didn't heed a warning. The Six of Wands is here. It's a victory. It could be notoriety, being noticed or noticing something. The World card is here. The World card could be a cycle, something coming to a completion. It could be about a new opportunity here, but it's not really what I'm getting. You could feel foolish that you didn't notice something was coming to an end. You could have manifested something coming to an end, a completion. could be saying that, like, as above, so below. Like, Spirit could have sent something or someone to close something out, to start something new. All right, let's look at the Death card. Scorpio energy, Pluto energy. We have Nine of Wands coming out, Ten of Swords coming out, and the Crone of Cups. Wow. Crone of Cups is King of Cups. King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. I know we're looking at soulmate energy, but I mean, it came up a couple times. There's that Three of Cups again on the bottom. So confirmation, one could be connected to the other. Again, you cannot have a twin flame soulmate. This is two different readings, two different energies. Is it possible that someone has both? Nine of Wands talks about stubborn energy, doing something the same way. Oh, what's that? How's it go? When you do something the same way over and over and you expect a different outcome. It's the Death card. Something has to come to a complete stop. Crone of Cups could be what needs to come to a stop. Okay, so the goddess, modern goddess tarot, there's no kings, they're all women, right? The crone is a woman who has, there's the maiden, right? Like the young one that, is learning all the things. Then I forget I don't know, but the crone is like the older one, right? The one that's gained all the wisdom. So if I'm looking at King of Cups energy is, remember, counselor, mentor, therapist, coach. All people who control their emotions. Like, their emotions don't control their actions. They're in control of how they feel about things. The King of Cups or Crone of Cups would be someone who's in control of their emotions. They don't overreact. Their emotions don't control how they act towards things. They don't react, period. They respond, if anything, right? It's that energy. That could be what's coming to an end. Reacting or responding to something the same way over and over and expecting it to be a different outcome. But something comes to a complete end. I feel like it allows you to start a new cycle. All right, Keepers of the Light for guidance for those of you that picked group 2. Some Gemini energy, some Virgo energy, some Capricorn energy, some Scorpio, Cancer. Ooh, I dropped it. Marian, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. I feel like that is so, like, to me. I definitely can tell, like, when spirit is. I have this serious issue about having to be right about everything. Um, Before you start jumping on me, like, my charts. We're going to talk about my chart on Monday when we do that webinar. I'm going to show my chart as an example. And I've actually picked a couple of you guys to show your charts as well. So I'm super excited for Monday night. But my chart has so much of that fire breathing Aries dragon, right? My Mars, my Mercury, Venus is right at the cusp. So I have a Venus in Pisces, like literally, thank God, right? It's my sun. Everything is in Aries. The sun is in Aries. So that makes all of those other energies like that much more blazing fire, right? So I definitely have this, like, I gotta be right about shit all the time. And I don't like people that are wrong. Like, I don't like people that are like spewing not rightness. You know what I mean? Like, I just have like this whole shit show about it, right? So I've definitely been getting this, like, let go of the need to be right. I'm finally starting to understand that. Like, I would rather choose peace. I'd rather have my peace than argue with someone about like who's right and who's wrong. I will say too, like, I'm also like really to the point. So it's like I get my fact out there pretty quickly. So it's like if you can argue against that, then that's like a waste of time and energy for me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I prove it pretty quickly. So it's like there's really no need to continue arguing type of thing. I'm really bad about that. Mars just moved into Cancer. Cancer is like our mom energy, right? Like our nurturing self-care energy, but it's like the mom energy, right? And Mars is like the fighter energy. So it's like if you have a strong Cancer placement, like I do have a Cancer rising, you could be winning arguments like really quickly without much effort needed, right? Like just a few words, one statement, end of conversation. One more. Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So what I'm getting here is choose peace because your dreams, visions, goals are all becoming reality. Stay focused. On the bottom is Saint Germain, karma releasing. Another reason that we're choosing peace. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Make room could be the cleansing, removing things, people, places that no longer serve your greater good. All right, let's do Moonology Oracle to close it out for those of you that picked group 2, soulmates. I feel like this is about a friend, soulmate. No, I don't feel like this is about a love relationship. I think there's some cleansing that's needed, some purification that's needed. It's like all chapters need to be closed out. There's definitely this energy of strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm going to guess Scorpio here, of not reacting or maybe even not responding. Spirit's going to tell you to forgive, to heal, to choose peace, and to continue on your healing path. Prosperity lies ahead. It's new moon in Taurus. Confidence is your key to success. It's new moon in Leo. And show the world the real you. It's full moon in Aquarius. And we are fixing to move. We have this energy right now. I know it's very challenging as Pluto has made this dip back into Capricorn for a few weeks, right? To about mid November. So everyone is kind of in this back and forth energy where we are moving into Aquarius energy, which is more about giving to others. It's more about helping others. It's more about being of service to others instead of taking from others. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly here, and then we're going to do the last one. This one would probably be the most challenging, I would say, because we're going to look at some karmic energies. I'm not one of those readers that doesn't read karmic energies. I feel like if it's something we're supposed to know, then like spirit allows us to know it, right? I don't feel that I ever get any type of messages where it's like, oh, the karmic's doing this or the karmic's doing that. Like it's never anything like that. I feel like it's more of a oneness type of energy. I feel like I'm struggling with the labels at this point in my journey. Like I'm struggling to even say twin flame. I'm struggling to say karmic. I think the labels can sometimes be very misguiding. So, like when we talk about karmics are people that come into our life to teach us a very challenging, difficult, and sometimes painful lesson. But here's what I'm going to say. Ready? One, karmics literally make us who we are. They push us to learn what we're made of more than a soulmate. I wouldn't say more than a twin flame because a twin flame is going to be more spiritual and no one can push you more than God, right? But a karmic lesson can be like you may have to learn that lesson with more than one person. So, like I said, you're only going to have one twin, one person that awakens you. That's it, right? Then it's going to be about your inner masculine and feminine energies. You can have multiple soulmates. Soulmates don't have to be love relationships, but the best ones are, right? Karmics, you can have more than one karmic, but I would not recommend it. But I mean, who learns their lesson right away? Not me. So a common phrase that you hear with karmics is same monster, different face. Have you guys heard that before? So that's a common phrase that's used with karmic people. Same monster, different face. And it's where we date the same type of person. And we're constantly like dealing with the same types of things. Like maybe they're abusive. Maybe they cheat. Maybe they're liars, like whatever it is, right? It's like whatever it is, it's a karmic lesson that you have to learn. So like if they're abusive, you have to learn to stand up for yourself and not let people abuse you, right? If they cheat on you, you have to learn that you're worthy of having someone who doesn't cheat, right? If they, whatever, it's like you have to learn that lesson. And if you don't learn it in the one relationship and then you get out of that relationship before you learn that lesson, you could definitely find someone else that you start dating and suddenly everything that you dealt with in past relationships is coming out in this person as well. And that's going to be a karmic lesson, right? I have not really dove into as much karmic energy as I probably should. Like I haven't learned as much about it as I probably should. I'm definitely like again the Aries. I like the pretty shiny things. If it's dull and ugly, I probably don't want to go work on it too long. You see what I'm saying? But one thing that I am learning, again, we are all one. We are all one. We all come from source, and we all have a piece of one another. So if you're looking at someone and you're like, oh, they're a karmic, or like, you're calling them bad names, or they lie, or they cheat, or they do all these things, understand that they are an unhealed version of you. Yes, they are an unhealed version of you. And some could say um, that you could have been a karmic for someone else. In other words, a karmic lesson for someone else. So keep all those things in mind when we're talking about karmic energies. I feel like we bash karmic energies. Like I said, we call them names. We just do all these low vibrational things. It's almost like it doesn't make us any better than. You see what I'm saying? So how can we like say that something is karmic or it's low vibrational if we're talking shit about it or them, right? Then we're just as karmic and just as low vibrational. So just keep those things in mind when you're listening to readings and they're talking about like the karmic, right? Um, Understand that, I mean, this is as simple as I can break this down, okay? There's one side is light and one side is dark, right? Um, when you're awakened, you're like way over here in the freaking dark. So like we really don't got any room to be talking shit about anybody because we were like way over here, right? And it's like when we're awakened, we start to go towards the light. And there's people that choose to stay in the dark, karmics, right? Narcissists, people that are like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to feel itchy. Um, People that experience so much trauma, so much pain that if they hurt so bad that they feel like they can't come out of their pain in the dark. So have compassion, have understanding, send unconditional love. That's our purpose. That's what we're supposed to be doing. All right, let's get to it. This could be your karmic. This could be a karmic you've been in a relationship with. This could be a karmic someone else that you're connected to is in a relationship with. Again, in the end, it doesn't matter because we're all one. All right, so let's look at the main energy. 2 cards come out. You have the stranger and memories coming out. Something from the past could be being brought back up or dug back up. And I mean, that makes sense with all that Pluto energy. We have that Pisces full moon eclipse coming. Makes a lot of sense. With the memories card, I always see like this locket. It looks like the old lockets that you would open up and there's like a picture inside. It's actually a flower and like some vines and leaves. That's the design on here. But for some reason, when it's down like that, there's this other picture of a heart in here. It's like an actual human heart. Um, so it's like that's what I see inside that locket. The stranger card, I mean, it could have something to do with the stranger, but I don't think it does. I think that picking up on a karmic energy that wishes something was a stranger or that something was like a past memory. It wasn't still there. Change is on the bottom. Three of clubs. Three clubs is three of wands. Three of wands is taking action towards your future. So this is turning out a little bit different than I expected. I thought it was going to be about one of our karmic readings, and I feel like I'm picking up on a karmic. So it's like their energy is this past being brought up or coming back up, memories coming to the surface. I don't think the stranger is an actual stranger. I almost said I wish they were a stranger. And I think that's the energy. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have the mentor coming out. The mentor is the Hierophant, spiritual beliefs, conforming, religious beliefs, marriage ceremonies. Lesson learned, we have three of coins. It's about teamwork, working together, respecting one another. Asking for help is on here, and mentors is on here. This could have something to do with, it's asking for help and mentors, and then the marriage card being mentors. It's like it could have something to do with like marriage counseling, getting help, group therapy. It could be about somebody not respecting someone else. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm totally picking up on a karmic. And this is their feelings and their energy. I did not see this coming. Not a big deal, just super weird. But yeah, so the main energy is I wish I could forget something, but it keeps being brought back up. There could be a marriage involved, a religious belief, conforming to something. Um, uh, Blind faith is on there. But I feel like it's a connection. It's a spiritual connection. I feel like it's a religious connection. This could be like a marriage here. Three of coins is like respect, teamwork, everybody working together. And three of swords is here. Three of swords is like I need to heal. Um, Heartbreak, loss, betrayal, emotional pain, separation is on here. Trauma and tears is on here. This is a lot of trauma for this person experienced a lot of trauma. I feel like that's why Spirit made me go through the whole like we have to have compassion for the karmic because they're just someone who's experienced trauma and they're just over there in the pain. The pain was so severe they don't know how to come out of the pain. And I know that like karmic people do some really nasty shit to people sometimes. And I think that makes us have less compassion for them. But it's like we need to understand it's kind of like the drunk guy. Like instead of getting mad at the drunk guy, find out why the guy gets drunk. Right? Like instead of like bashing people or shaming people or like, getting angry at because somebody makes a whatever choice, it's like find out what hurt them. That's it. That's it. Find out what hurt them. King of Wands is on the bottom. It says leader, vision, inspiring, moral, mentor again. Not a coincidence. Three times. Three, three, three. This karmic could be seeing a lot of threes. All right. Let's pull some tarot. I don't think I've ever seen it like from this side. It's pretty interesting over here. Look at the Three of Swords. Like, I mean, can you see it? Can you? I don't know. I'm trying to get with the light. It just looks so painful. There's something about the blue that's sticking out to me. There's Three Swords. Alright, the main energy, Ten of Pentacles. Goals, achievements, things you want. The Emperor with her head. Look at that. Okay. Aries and Justice, Libra energy. Could have something to do with Libra. Could have something to do with an Emperor. Could be about a leadership role. But it's more about an injustice that has been done. This karmic could feel like there's been an injustice done to them. I just want to say, this karmic has some pretty intense thoughts. Let's look at the Mentor card. Challenge or obstacle. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We see the mirror, so there's some reflecting or self-reflection going on here. We have the Crone of Swords. It's the King of Swords. It's about authenticity and speaking truth. It's also about vulnerability. We also have the Four of Cups coming out, ignoring something, not paying attention to something. The problem for this karmic is they ignored something that was in their face, something that was shown to them, proven to them, maybe over and over again. And it's like they continued to ignore it. Instead, they only chose to look at the Three Cups. They didn't look at the last ingredient that Spirit was trying to give them. There's something they're unhappy about when it comes to these Three Cups. There's something about the authenticity or the truthfulness of something. But the Hermit, they were shown. It was shown to them. All right, Three of Coins coming out. This is teamwork, assistance, asking for help. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is connection to Spirit. It's this, I just heard half in, half out, but that's not. Yeah. Queen of Wands, being confident in yourself, being kind. Ace of Cups, overflow of emotion. It is definitely the half in, half out. It's this energy of wanting something completely out. I feel like the karmic could want the High Priestess energy out. High Priestess energy could definitely be divine feminine energy. It's a spiritual connection. It's causing overflow of emotion. This is the weirdest reading ever. All right, Three of Swords. We have Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. We have Page of Cups, a new offer. It's a slippery situation. You see the fish slipping out of the cup. And we have Nine of Pentacles, independence, doing something on their own. This karmic has something that they need to heal in their own family situation. And that could be slowing down the healing process. And instead of facing whatever it is that's being shown to them that they need to heal within their own journey, it's like there's this energy of, I just wish this thing would go away. Or I wish this thing wasn't involved. Or I wish this thing wasn't here. Or I wish I could stop remembering this thing. On the bottom, we have Leo, the Strength card. The Emperor came out right away. It's Aries. Justice came out right away. It's Libra. The Hermit came out. It's Virgo, family. All right, let's do some Keepers of the Light Oracle for guidance. This way the cards feel very heavy. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spirit support and connecting are increasing. Can't say this one. Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Remember that you're on a path. Take one step at a time towards happiness. White Eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. I'm going to read that one more time. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So, I mean, this karmic could be having to choose between finally healing something once and for all, or accepting something for what it is. All right, Moonology to close it out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. This is definitely making me go back to those the two moons in Capricorn. The energy is gaining momentum. It's the waxing moon. There it is. Ready? And I just want to say, I picked up on that Libra energy, and the South Node is in Libra. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Communication is key, is on the bottom. New moon in Gemini. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope those readings were helpful. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, hanging out with me. I appreciate you all very much. Sunday nights, Love and Astrology is already over posted, so you can hit that notify me button. We get to talk about the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse. I'm super excited about that. And then, of course, Monday night, I'm going to remind you guys one last time. Monday night is our PLR webinar where I'm going to talk to you about the astrology for the rest of 2024. We're going to look at September, October, November, December. We're going to go over the moon phases, both new moon and full moon, the major transits as we close out 2024. I am going to do a live Q&A I am going to offer some personal readings, and we're going to be doing some birth chart consultations. I imagine this webinar is going to last about 2 hours. About 2 hours. Guys, you do not have to be live to join to attend. So if you would like to register, make sure to reach out to me, email, send me a message, however you want to do it. Monday night, 9/9 at 9 p.m. Guys, this is the 9/9 portal, and we're going to talk more about that Monday night. But it's a very big, important day with lots of opportunities. So I'm really excited to be having this specific live stream on the 9/9 portal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Michelle, Sandra, everyone for helping in the comments. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light. See everyone Sunday night. Thank you.